Hi everyone. So I'm doing a review or just a discussion really of a new program. It's a TV program. It's on Channel 4 and it's called Double Your Money. And I love stuff like this. I love programs like this where they experiment with members of the public. So there's 13 teams. So the teams are made up of it could be family members, it could be friends, partners. And so you have sets of teams of two, 13 teams, so 2 people in each team, and they're given a certain amount of money. So this, to start with, they were given 250, and the program is called Double Your Money, so they have to take that £250 and double it to 500. Then they were given 500, they had to double that to 1,000. Next week they're going to get 1,000, they have to double it. They can do whatever they want with the money to double it, but if they don't double the money, then they end up going home. And it's just been really interesting to watch. I'm only going to talk to you, I'm not going to talk about all the couples, but I'm going to talk to you about the people that went home, or some of the really silly decisions that people made. So one of the decisions that someone made was to take all of that money, that £500, and spend it on drinks, spend it on like cold drinks, because they were thinking they were going to go down to the beach and sell the drinks at the beach. Now it started raining, pouring down with rain, so obviously they didn't sell enough, and so they went home. But it was just the idea that, you know, people thought to themselves, that was a good idea, spend the whole £500 on, soft drinks. And also betting on the weather. Not in the UK, you can never do anything that is weather based and guarantee that you're going to earn money from it. The second one that went home was because they, what did they do? Yeah, the second one, they made a really bad decision as well. So it was a couple, older sort of couple, and they took all of their money, the £500, and they went to someone who makes sunglasses, and they bought all of these expensive sunglasses, and then they were going to take it all, and then they were going to put the price up. Their biggest mistake was they went to a market to sell the stuff, and they were selling them at not market prices. So they got these, and the sunglasses were nothing special, and someone else in a stall was selling the same sunglasses for a cheaper price. So that was their mistake. So what ended up happening is they didn't make enough money, understandably, and so they went home. And then the third couple so far that has gone home was because theirs was really sad, actually, because they could have probably stayed. So what they did is a couple of friends, they're young boys, I think they're in their like late 20s, early 30s. They decided to run a club night, and they charged £10 a ticket, and they were going to get loads of people. They paid for the DJ. It seemed like a nice location. The problem that they had was that they were selling the tickets online, but they didn't take into account the cut or the commission that is taken when you pay people pay online, and then they didn't sell enough tickets. So what they ended up doing, which was the most ridiculous thing in the world, is because they wanted the party to be good, they started letting people in for free. So they were letting lots of people in for free. I mean, they could have said to someone, give a donation, or they could have said, £5 off the cost, but no, completely free. So what happened is they let too many people in for free, and so when the total added up, unfortunately there were £4 less than doubling their money. So if they would have had one person pay, or they would have just sold one more ticket online, they would have been okay. So they were sent home. So the people that did really well were people who did things like went to good locations where they could put the price up. There was another couple who brilliant business skills, because they did like this fancy party, £60 a ticket, but they spent £500 on really nice food. So because the food, and then they sold the drinks separately, but the food was perfect, so people would pay £60 and you had lots of people. So they quadrupled, no, I think they went beyond quadruple. They were given 500 and they made 2,600, so they more than like quadrupled their money. So they did a really good job. Other people did things like car washes, which just about made the money. But then they also did, the father and son, they did cutting trees, but they're charged per hour. So it's £40 an hour. So even if they only got, say, 3 or 4 people, but they worked for 3-4 hours because it was such a high rate. So I think it's really an interesting show. I'd love to go on it myself to see how I would get on. But yeah, this idea of giving people money and seeing what they would do with it is interesting, because some people can double their money, quadruple it. Other people can't can't double it. So it's a really interesting show. It's on in the UK. It's on Channel 4. It comes on. It was on yesterday and then it was on Thursday, so it's at something like 8 o'clock. I love it, so I'm going to continue to, I might make another video about it depending on like how I get on. So thanks for watching, everyone. Leave your comments, let me know, do you watch the program, have you heard of it, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.